Hey, good morning. This video is for my friends and those who might wonder how I do my paperless office. It's real simple. So I'm just going to make this quick video to show you I'm scanning receipts this morning and I wanted to show you how I do it. So just bear with me here. I'm just shooting this on my iPhone, not really that professional, but hopefully it helps you. So I'm at my desk, and right here is a stack of receipts. Don't look at my desk, it's just a wreck because right now I'm doing a bunch of scanning. One thing I do, it does work. Now, scanning receipts, one thing I do is as I try to use receipts, try to get them all the same width. I just find that it scans easier. Plus, I'm scanning about, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 10, 15 receipts here, and I'll scan them all at a time, and I'll show you how I do that. And I have a bunch of other receipts here. I could actually scan all of these together, but if you have a misfeed, sometimes it can mess it up, mess up the file. So I'll show you how I go about doing that here. So we'll just take these. You can load them any way you want. You can load them backwards. You can load them upside down. You can load them any way you want. You can load them. I mean, the Fujitsu, and I'm using the Fujitsu Scansnap S1500. I want the IX500, and will buy me one soon. But it's even better at getting all this stuff right. So I've already set my scanner here. I've already set the width on the feed. So I'm just going to tuck these in here. Get these positioned like about so. I've already scanned this little pile. I'll show you what I do with those in just a second. So let's just, this is a little tough here doing it with one hand, but let's just throw this to the side. And I got those in. Let's hit scan. Now on my screen, I'm using you can see it's scanning stuff in. And here it is, by the way, guys. It's in action. I mean, it's just spewing these things out. And okay, I thought maybe I had a misfeed. It handles all different lengths. I don't know if you can hear, but some of those things are pretty crinkled up from riding around in my pocket. Some of them, they go in a little bit sideways. That doesn't matter. It auto straightens everything out. And I scan those receipts into Evernote. So when the dialog pops up, I could make a screenshot and show you. Okay, I just wanted to show you what it looks like on screen when you're actually doing the scanning into Evernote. So I've got my scanner loaded. I'm going to start it. It's scanning receipts. I've got various widths, lengths, and different receipts from different stores, all that stuff. And sometimes scanning receipts can be a little challenging because receipts are printed on slicker paper, it seems, and that can fool some scanners. The Scansnap is very good about not being fooled. So again, we make sure that we have our receipts folder open, or I guess in Evernote these are actually these function more like tags than anything else. So we make sure we have that open, just minimize that, and then we click scan to Evernote, and this is what it looks like. And of course now you will see it is importing over here on the right, and you will see that whole string of receipts get dumped into this folder. So here's all the new receipts that I just scanned in. Let's have a look at what this looks like just to show you the clarity. This is where this was a purchase I made. I think that's pretty clear. And another thing I do when I go into like a store and they ask for a receipt, if you have it in Evernote, you can always retrieve it. And sometimes I just go in there. If it's a store that requires a receipt. I've never been to a store yet. Now, this is, take this at your own risk, of course, but I've never been to a store yet that if I could show them a photo, or in this case, a scanned copy of the receipt, that they wouldn't accept that. So you walk in, usually there's some piece of information on the receipt, such as an invoice number or the date and an amount or something like that, and they'll pull it up and we'll be happy to credit you. So they don't necessarily require that you have the paper receipt. It's just that I think part of that policy probably stems from the amount of time it would take them to try to find your transaction for that day. So this seems to work really well. It's on my Evernote is of course on my smartphone, and you can pull it up from anywhere.
So getting back to how I handle the receipts, now that I have all these receipts right here, I'll take them and just lump them all together, and take all of these as well. I hate receipts. Receipts are they're just a pain in the neck. I mean, you need them. It's like sometimes you gotta have them, but I hate keeping up with this stuff. And then I'll just take a paper clip. I'll paper clip that whole stack together, and I'll put it into my general file. If you don't know about my filing system, I'd be happy to share some of that with you. But nonetheless, that's how I do it. And by the way, if you use Evernote and you have a smartphone, you can make all of that searchable from your smartphone. So when I walk into Home Depot, and that's exactly what this was actually, I walked into Home Depot, I returned an item, because I hate to have stuff laying around. You walk in to return an item, and you remember one word, just one word. Something as simple as home or depot or the item. If you can remember one word, you can search that in Evernote. If this receipt has been scanned in, you will find it.
So I hope that tip was helpful for you on how I use my paperless office in conjunction with Evernote. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I also help people set up their paperless offices. I'd love to help you as well. Give me a call. My number is 706-825-0535. That's 706-825-0535. And yes, I answer my own phone.